Yeah, I met Rapel. Ooh, that's getting out.
Oh my god.
I met Rapel.
That might be the funniest shit ever, man. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Alright, so self-correct. It's funny you can't self-correct on a video. There's always proof. So my wife's name is not Rapel. My wife's name is Rachel. Baby, I'm sorry.
Baby, sorry.
Alright, let's bring this back one more time. What's up, everybody? I'm Chalfant.
And I'm Trail.
And we are
brothers from another color.
Today we wanted to talk about our wives.
Our wives.
Our wives.
And we're going to dig a little deep today.
Yeah.
Show them some appreciation.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of appreciation.
Because I think they might watch our show.
They better. They better be our biggest fans.
I know. I think we need to slow down the number of episodes we put out because some of them get backed up.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
To get backed up or too many episodes?
I think backed up is backed up. Yeah. It makes backed up sound bad. But too many episodes.
To get them backed up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They get backed up.
Okay. So we gotta slow down for them.
If you had home with kids all day, ain't got time.
Y'all can go on my goatee journey too. My only hair. As it grows.
Goatee journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought we wanted to talk about our wives for a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. We might even make a couple episodes out of this.
No, we will.
We will?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Dig a little deep.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe we'll talk about our wives. Maybe talk about how we met. I don't know. Just let it roll off the tongue.
That's gonna be funny.
Right? Yeah. Because you met yours a lot different than I met mine.
Yeah, a lot different.
And a long time ago.
Y'all ain't been on Tinder? Y'all ain't been on Tinder, did you? For real? So how you want to start this off?
I can start.
Go ahead. All right, I'll just fill in.
Let's see. So my wife, my name, not my name. Edit. It's gonna be one of those edits where we're like, all of a sudden we're like, and we're like
laughing again.
Yeah. So my wife's name is Rachel. Rachel Chalfant. Rachel is 32 years old. We met in 2013 in Michigan.
Shout out Michigan.
Yep. Just a few months before I was moving to DC for my first teaching job. And when I met her in June, I didn't tell you how we met.
No.
Ooh. Baby, I'm sorry.
Baby, sorry.
We met in June. Rewind, spring break of that year. So that was probably April. I went and visited my brother, and he was at Virginia Tech. So he had to have been like a junior, I think, at that point. If it was 2013, yeah, maybe a junior. He was like, "Man, you gotta download this new app." I was like, "What app?" He was like, "It's called Tinder." I'll pause so you could laugh. It was different then, I think, and now I'm sure
it's super different now.
Yeah.
You probably won't hear the quitters on there now.
Yeah. So, anyways, fast forward a few months later, I had never really used the app. Opened up the app at that time, and she and I matched up. She was the only person I had met in person on that app. Anyway, I don't know about the other conversations. I might have to re-download and read them and see
man. Yeah, you got to show some of those on the screen.
No, but we met on there. The funniest part is looking back at the conversations with my wife on that app before we met. So she messaged me because I guess in my profile it said something like kindergarten teacher because that's what I was doing at the time, and she said kindergarten teacher, eh? But in hindsight, she had already known who I was when she swiped on me, and I didn't know who she was. And evidently we probably had met before that, just based on some stuff in our program. Like I was finishing my program at Michigan in 2013, and she was entering it. It was a 1-year accelerated program, and we must have gone to like the same event or something for the program.
She was scoping you out.
I don't know. She knew. She said, "Yeah, he gonna download Tinder one day," and then it was a wrap.
You gonna give me some kids? Look at them.
Yeah, the cool. I mean, it's cool to look back and be like, yeah, we met on a dating app. You know, I would have never thought.
You'll meet the love of your life.
Yeah,
on
that
a dating app.
I never thought that I would have. I don't even know what I was doing on the app, but I didn't have to know because that's all it was. It was the only person I met. I don't know if she met anybody, but
you better not.
Yeah. So we, the cool thing was when we had matched and we first started talking, she actually went out of town with her dad, and her sister was studying abroad, I believe, in Italy. And
abroad is such a funny word.
Abroad.
We don't use that.
Yeah.
She was studying far away.
I feel like my dad's time they did. I'm gonna go to the bar and meet abroad. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's not traveling.
Abroad.
Yeah. Abroad.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was gone for about 2 weeks overseas, and we were just talking the whole time. So I think this day and age, when you meet somebody new, the struggle is you get right down to it real quick, and then
what you doing over there?
That's all it is.
Who all over there?
Right. But yeah, so we spent, I don't know, at least 2 weeks just getting to know each other, and then she came back and was jet lagged for a long time. I don't know the time difference there, but and then we had met up. But there are some things that are funny in our conversation on Tinder, because she had asked questions like, now that I know her, I know she doesn't talk like that. She was like, all right, top 3 favorite movies, go. And she don't even watch movies. She probably watched, I mean, I don't know. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but she probably watched and remembered maybe 10 movies in her life. Like, she don't watch movies at all.
She got game.
I know, it's funny. Yeah, she had me hooked, because I love movies. And I think that's my escape from reality.
She was like,
yeah, she said, I know we like movies. I seen them in AMC going theater to theater without paying. You know what I'm saying?
Backdoor Charlie.
Buy one ticket at 9 a.m., leave at 11 p.m. Same extra large thing of popcorn.
Man. Refill?
Yeah.
Quarter?
Refill. Only had 147 ounces of
popcorn.
Yeah. What's it?
Cup,
Fayo? Fayo?
Oh my God. Fago.
Don't
do it.
I don't know it.
You ever had a Verner's?
I never had none of that.
Dang, man.
I was rewatching one of the other episodes, and you talking about Fago, and I was like,
how long you been in Michigan?
2 years now. I mean, I was here, 2010 to
12?
2013, and then...
So about 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, probably total.
You got to get a Fago.
Is it ginger ale?
No.
Oh, because you brought up Verner's, so I was like... Oh.
No, Verner's is our medicine here.
Yeah.
Heals everything.
Fago is like cursive writing?
Yeah.
Fago just like
red pop
purple drink.
It's everything. Like,
yeah. But it's like drink soda. Like
drink soda, though?
Yeah. Colored drink soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, no color, man. No.
I don't know what other word to insert, but no, yeah. Where was I? I'm off track now. Always off track, but always going forward. No, so flashback. You saying, or you thinking you're the rebound guy? Rachel and I both were in relationships. Mine a lot longer than hers was before we met. With not a long time in between when she and I met. I don't know how that played into it, but you know, if I had to think about it, and we talked about it in a different episode, but you know, sometimes it's that one thing, whether it's you getting to know yourself better or securing something professionally, that changes everything. Like that 2 week period when we were getting to know each other, I had traveled to DC and then got hired in DC, and then boom, in that moment I already knew like what the next few years of my life was going to be. I was moving to DC, I was going to start teaching there, and then that was it. And
I was glad you came back.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I had to put that out there, man. I'm glad you came back.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here too. I need to bring back football and basketball.
Make some good basketball.
Yeah. Not the Pistons, right?
Wow. Shout out to the Pistons. That's my squad, man.
Oh.
It's the only team I like.
How long they been at home watching?
Since before the playoffs.
Yeah. Were they in the bubble?
Yeah, watching.
Oh, they were.
Yeah. They probably was in there like fans, like us.
Oh, yeah. They're the fake Home Alone
virtual. Yeah.
Detroit.
You know the things that be dancing in the wind, like when you go to the car dealership.
That's y'all's mascot. Hey, that's funny. And sometimes they're like,
man, going hard too, like.
Yeah, that's funny.
Man,
Yeah, you talked about y'all moving in.
2 months
We
later.
moved. Oh. See, I met Rachel. Oh, that's getting out.
Oh my god.
I met Rachel.
That might be the funniest shit ever, man. Oh my god. Oh shit.
All right, so self-correct. It's funny you can't self-correct on a video. There's always proof. So my wife's name is not Rachel. My wife's name is Rachel. We met in June. Boom. Together 2 months. And then in August, I moved to D.C. School starts in August in D.C. Moved down there. And then proposed to her in March. And then...
Same year?
What?
That was in... You said you moved down there.
Yeah, that was 2013. And then March of 2014, I proposed. And then I think June of a few months later, she moved down. And then we actually taught at the same school. In the same grade level.
It took me...
Next door to each other.
How'd that happen? That's fate.
I don't know if it's fate. It's kind of force fate.
So it's gonna be some good chops in here.
Yeah, so when we got engaged, so Rachel's family owns a lake house nearby. It burnt down last month, the month before. Anyways, I was talking to her sister. I was like, hey, her sister does a lot with style and fashion, and she'll dress you if you'd like, if you'd love a makeover. At Latebird on Instagram and Facebook. She's got a shop where you can go shop, or you can shop online. Her name is Julia Goulet. Latebird.
I met her.
You met her? Yeah. So anyways, we were at her parents' house, and she and I were talking about what we could do, because I first knew that I wanted to propose, and I knew I wanted to propose at our lake house, because it just, those first 2 months we were together, we spent a lot of time at that lake house. They got like the sun sets over like the lake. It's just
romantic.
Really cool, yeah. So her sister and I were talking, and for her sister's blog, or for her webpage at the time, she was going to shop for Rachel and do like a makeover for her and do like a photo shoot and all this stuff. So she's doing a photo shoot of her, and so the plan was during the last time, you know, it's so funny just looking back at it, I saw Rachel in the mirror like getting all dressed like super serious, and I'm like, you know, I'm in the back clowning, right, not taking it serious, but I'm wearing a button up and all this stuff. And so her sister's like, Charlie, why don't you get in the photos? The whole time knowing, you know what I mean, the ring's in my pocket. And then there comes a time when she's like, all right, Charlie, turn to your left. I was like, all right. And then I got down, and I'm looking at the side of Rachel, and she's not even looking at me. And I'm like, at that point, just laughing, or I don't know, it wasn't a nervousness. But also, like, once you know, guys know, once you get down, you can't really get your hand in your pocket. Yeah. And I was like,
some slacks, some church pants.
Yeah, they probably were just shorts. I don't know. March in Michigan? No, they definitely were pants or jeans.
Jogging pants.
No, so I had that out, and I probably waited. You know, 5 seconds be a long time.
Yeah, dude. For her to turn around.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, and she turned around, I was like, and then that was it. That was a wrap. Had to put a bow on it. She been doing everything I want, so. Nah, not really. Yeah, then a few months later, moved out to DC, and we've just been together ever since. We had our son, or she got pregnant with our son. We got married in 2015. We found out she was pregnant like right around Christmas that year, because we were like
hell of a gift,
hours away from traveling up here. Yeah.
Dang, man.
I know. That's crazy. You know, in the other episode when we talked about that, like what's for you, like you were talking about the house, and then like for me professionally, all that. I mean, in the day-to-day, hour-to-hour, we talked about in one of these episodes that we haven't posted yet, but it was like you could feel that in the house if she's upset. Yeah. And that's what it is. If she's good, like I'm good. Yeah. You know, it's interesting how that happens. And you know, you grow up, or you've grown when that happens, when you kind of accept that.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life.
You kind of like know your role. And it's not necessarily like spoiling them or like letting them get whatever. It's doing like the small things,
Yeah.
you know, which aren't hard
Just
to
them
do.
knowing.
Yeah. So I guess I should talk about what I love about my wife.
Let me blush. Hopefully you can see it when I
No,
blush.
I don't. So the stuff I was talking about before, those things just happen naturally. It wasn't because I was thinking about it. I think I need to be more purposeful with things now, just because there is so much more on our minds as we get older. So I think for her
I'm sorry. I do think we should stop using that as an excuse though. Like I have so much on my mind today.
Yeah.
Because they do too. Yeah.
For me that's probably me putting professional above everything else, you know.
Yeah.
And that's not an excuse. Hey, babe, I wish I didn't have so much more on my mind. That's the reason why I haven't done it, and that's priorities.
Yeah.
Right? So if it would make sense, like when I talked about professional, how I feel professionally affects everything else. But in reality, a happy wife, happy life, if I should be able to move things around and say, I'm going to do these 3 things, then my wife is happy, boom, I'm happy. And then professional is kind of by itself. Yeah. So, yeah, it's doing those things first. But I've used this metaphor, at least recently with Rachel, is, you know, that she's the anchor of our family. And I got her a necklace with an anchor on it, you know, for...
See, now I got to step my game up.
I don't know if it was Christmas this year, but yeah, it was this year. Lena and I went. And I'll send random texts like that too.
I haven't bought Kyra jewelry since I don't know when.
See, I never did. There was one Christmas where there was a huge sale on some earrings. I was like, here, like I don't know.
Man, she lost all.
She loses.
She lost. Yeah,
I feel like you told me that before.
Yeah, that's why I haven't though. But that was years ago. She told me like that was years ago. I'm much better now. So I gotta step my game up and get her some more jewelry. Though.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, outside of the ring, I don't think I got you anything else. I got a little promise ring, a little infinity one. She's kind of like that moral median in our house. She's like, you know, sometimes you got to ask yourself if you're doing the right thing. And sometimes people will say, if you got to ask, then you probably shouldn't do it. But it's her. I use her response as like the golden ticket. And sometimes she knows this. She'll be like, then why don't you do everything I say? Because that's not what I mean. I mean, I want to throw it to her first and see her response, and then I'll make my own decision. And
based off of what she's saying.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean I'm going to do the same thing, because I don't always. And she'll be asked, why'd you even ask me? And I'm like, because I wanted to know.
See where your head was, man.
Yeah.
See if we're thinking the same thing.
That she, for real, I'd never met a woman who made me laugh. And I think you and I are similar in that I think we're used to, in our group of people, used to being the ones who make others laugh. Yeah. And it was just something like, it's not like she doesn't like tell jokes, but what I really love is like who she is in front of my family and my friends. And it's like such a weird dynamic, because she'll say some like real passive, dry stuff, like, you know how it is. Like she just starts showing off, and I'm like, I like how that feels, because I think I used to be like that, either in prior relationships or even in high school, and I don't think girls like that. But she does that to me, and I'm like, man, you're funny. I'm like, this is pure comedy. Both of our wives do other things.
Everything.
And they have this, well, they do a lot of stuff, but then they also have, you know, somewhat of an online presence in their own rights.
In their creative DIY type of way.
So Rachel has an online presence on Instagram at Chasing the Chalfants. Started out, she started that channel when we were on our honeymoon, actually. When we came back from our honeymoon. That was crazy. We got married. We went on our honeymoon. Went to Punta Cana. First time I ever been overseas.
We went home.
Yeah. Backtrack even further to those messages she sent me on Tinder. It said top 3 places you love to travel or something like that, or 3 places you want to travel outside of the U.S. I said, well, I've never, I don't even have a passport.
Yeah,
you know.
I still don't.
That's why I knew who I was talking to. No, but yeah, she started that page. She used to be Curves and Confidence, and now she just changed it to Chasing the Chalfant. And Netflix, if you're watching, we can get it. Chasing the Chalfant, right?
Y'all can get it.
Yep.
Would you do a Hulu? They coming up.
I don't care. I do PBS Kids.
HBO, man.
HBO.
Do TBS.
TBS. Be on Turner, eh? It would be on Cinemax.
Man, all that.
Yeah.
You can bring them up. Like 50 did, what's 50 on? Showtime?
Yeah.
50 made Showtime look good.
Yeah.
Shout out 50.
They got like 20 channels now.
Yeah. Power Plus, Power 2, Power Max, Power Plus 2 Max, Power Plus 2 Max.
I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah, she got like
her IG alcove.
Yeah, she got about close to 20,000 followers. Yeah. But it's been static for a long time. But but a lot of people, she got a lot of people who've been following her since the beginning, which I think is cool. It's real relationship-esque. That's what we're trying to do here.
We need to catch up to Rachel.
Yeah, we
need to catch up. Her shit fire.
Yeah. But she uses that for a lot of ways. Now, I mean, some of her side hustles right now, she's real big into Fitbit, and she hosts step bets, and that's a way for her to, engage her followers and who are now friends with her too. And I'm not even going to go into detail, but the first one she ever hosted, step bet, she made like $1,700, and it's a good thing, and a lot of people do it, but never to that extent, because then you get bonuses. Yeah.
It's about Rachel.
Yeah, it's about Rachel. And now she does something with a company called Baby Quit. We got so much baby stuff, with kids. Well, damn, my kids just turned 19 months, but our twins, they're 19 months. So a lot of the stuff they had when they were little, we don't need anymore. So she is like an affiliate with a company called Baby Quit, and we just rent out all our baby stuff. We rent out toys, and we used to be teachers, so we got a whole library of books.
It's what we would call Rent-A-Center, but it's
Rent-A-Center, yeah.
Rent-A-Chalfant.
Yeah, but you rent it by the day, and it's just, we got like a crib that's on wheels, and just.
Now, when you say crib, you mean like a baby crib?
Baby crib.
Yeah, because we call a crib a
house.
Yeah.
Casa, two casa.
You got a house on wheels?
A house on wheels.
Manufactured home?
Yeah, we got some out right now, and they rented out a crib, like all this stuff, and it's $400. So,
check it out.
So for somebody being at home, I think, depending on who our followers are or whoever's watching this, sometimes you travel with your kids, you don't want to bring all that, or you don't have it, so then you could rent it. I mean, a lot of stuff's like $5 a day.
What a great idea.
Yeah. Right.
So Chasing the Chalfants will be somewhere.
Yeah, her baby won't matter unless they're here. But what else does she do? I'm probably missing something.
Yeah.
But yeah, now she and her friend from Australia, shout out Lisa. They just started a company called Ann Arbor Learning Library. So Lisa used to be a teacher too. I think both of them may go back in the classroom eventually, but where they're focusing on renting and checking out things that enhance, the learning for kids at home. And right now there's probably a big demand for that because libraries aren't necessarily open.
No.
You could check things out, but you can't go inside. So the kids who really need stuff aren't going to be able to get stuff because you got to look at the books online, and that's
not a good thing for me.
Yeah, it's not what the library. It's not a library.
You need
experience.
that physical copy.
Yeah,
makes you want to read though.
Yeah, so they'll have their toys up there, books, lots of different stuff. I think there's going to be a huge market for it. So shout them out. Check them out. Ann Arbor Learning Library. I'll probably add some things, whether it's they got a website, which will be good, And if you're interested in doing that too, it'd be great
for you to check it out.
Yeah. So we're all doing a little bit of something here.
BFAC.
All right, cool. So yeah, we want to tell you about our wives. We love our wives. We're probably leaving stuff out, but we want to give them shout outs for sure because they hold us down.
All the time. My heart over here. Y'all see it? They hold us down for sure though.
Yeah, they do. And they're letting us venture out.
Yeah. This wouldn't be possible without them because guess who has the boys right now? My wife.
Yep.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. Don't forget to like,
comment,
follow,
subscribe,
share,
and turn on your notifications.
And hit the heart button.
Yeah.
Oh.